Sit back, Jamaicans, sit back. That was the best. Hey, look. Goddamn kids, turn that rock and roll music down. All right.
Oh,
Hi.
what's up, man? Welcome back.
Sorry, I got eating a rye chip.
It's nothing wrong with that, man. But be careful.
Bagel.
Those are Max's favorite.
Are they bagel or rye?
I think they're pumpernickel.
Yeah, but they're
round.
But there's crust on the outside, which
Right, they're
tells me
round
that,
all the way. So it's a
which tells me
pumpernickel.
that it was like a small, was there like a mini loaf and there's a guy in a.
Or it's a pumpernickel.
Like a little
or it's
tiny bread knife.
bagel. Bagel.
That's what I said. They're bagel
I said
chips.
bagel. Pumpernickel, though. I think the flavor's pumpernickel.
Oh.
Pretzels are my favorite.
I know a good bagel joke. You want to hear a good bagel joke?
Sure.
Kind of spoiled it now that we know it's about bagels.
All right. Let's.
Why do seagulls fly over the sea?
I don't know. Why do seagulls fly over the sea?
Because if they flew over the land, they'd be bagels. I think that's how it goes.
I don't know if I should say that's good or just good.
I'm winded after that joke.
Like that one?
Oh, give me another, please.
Maybe later.
Maybe. Perhaps. You want to go first? Oh, you want to talk about who's drinking?
Sure, I could use a little more too, I think.
You want more?
I mean,
What we have tonight is another white winter winery that we've had.
White Winter.
White
We've
Winter
had it.
Winery?
It's up there somewhere.
I
have to
didn't
look.
see it up there, man, which makes me wonder where it is.
Okay.
But it is what? It's the black mead, rather dry.
Right.
It doesn't say rather dry on it, but it says black mead.
It's kind of dry, yeah. It's like a dry red. It's got to be up there. I know we've had the Black Harbor, which is different, but
I don't know. You insist we've had it before. I don't think we have.
So, would you like to tell the people what today is?
Oh, man.
Come on, brother. Oh man.
Oh, man.
You're looking
You
good,
got peanut butter and,
Oh, man,
peanut butter and
looking
banana sandwich, baby. Today's Elvis's birthday, man.
Yep.
88.
Wherever you are, Elvis.
He's on an island with Biggie and Tupac.
Is that where they all go?
That's where they are, man.
Well, you know, he had to fake his death.
What do you think? Hold on. What do you think?
It's a look.
It's a look.
It's a look, man.
Now, I know Elvis was, 24K
A
gold.
little flashier.
Yeah, but I'm more of a black guy.
Black guy.
Yeah. So, but black is my color, so yeah, man.
Sure.
I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. You say so. So Elvis, probably alive.
Oh, for
88
sure.
years old.
For sure. 88 on Elvis? Come on, man. He's got it.
I mean, look at Keith Richards, for Christ's sake. If Keith Richards can survive everything that Keith Richards has survived, certainly Elvis, the motherfucking king of rock and roll.
Can't die taking a poop, man.
He's not taking a shit. No way.
So, yeah.
Probably, you know what I heard? My many conspiracies.
Sure.
I like the one where he's faked his death to escape the mafia.
Well, he was a U.S. Marshal from with Nixon.
Was he? I thought
He gave Nixon a little. I think it was Nixon. He gave him a little .22 Derringer.
Yeah. Was he?
And he got a badge.
Was he U.S. Marshal or FBI?
Maybe it was FBI. Maybe it was FBI. Google it.
Let me check it out real quick.
Judd, you got that? No. Camera guy Judd's in the house, hitting the button. That's all he wants to do, though. So yeah, man, he was
U.S. Marshal.
1935, January 8th. Favorite Elvis song? Anybody?
I like Viva Las Vegas myself.
Okay, the movie, the song, or
The song. While I can totally appreciate his very early stuff, which had more of kind of a gospel feel to it, and then moved into
gospel. Jailhouse Rock was gospel.
Or earlier.
I mean, that's what he sang in church.
Yeah, right.
So,
and then moved into like the Elvis that everybody knows and loves, the Jailhouse Rock Elvis. But I love the Vegas show-stopping Elvis with the big band and the frickin' Phoenix on the suit with the wings and the big giant belt, singing "Glory, Glory, Hallelujah." I love that shit, man. It's called Rubbernecking, baby.
That's all right with me.
That's all right with me. Hell yeah.
Promised
I love
Land.
that big show stuff. Promised
That's
Land.
my home in Norfolk, Virginia, California, on my mind.
Okay, so
Straddled that Greyhound
Elvis
road in the
collected
Raleigh,
badges
all
from
across
various police
Carolina.
and sheriff's departments around the country, but the one he coveted, a federal agent at a large badge from the bureau, didn't actually exist. So maybe it was like an honorary marshal.
Sure.
Okay. Sure. It was karate, man. He was out there busting criminals.
Eating peanut butter and banana
That's
sandwiches.
probably what happened. Is
Yeah.
he was in deep with the FBI, and had a little organized crime thing going on, and then had to disappear for his own safety.
Wow.
Probably he was probably in witness protection.
Could you imagine?
At 88 years old. What the frick would Elvis do at 88 years old? And,
He'd be singing for the Jam for Cans at the VFW, man.
I don't think he'd be singing. I'd have to lay low. I don't think he could sing and, like, stay low.
Well, hey, man, you sound
just like Elvis.
I get
that.
that.
No, thank you very much.
I get that a lot.
Bring Val Kilmer's voice back. They can bring Elvis' voice back.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. They did bring Val Kilmer's voice back for Top Gun Maverick, because Val Kilmer can't speak anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they actually had his son. Because Val is not a well man at the moment or anymore. And he really can't talk. So his scenes in Top Gun Maverick are acted by Mr. Val Kilmer, but the voice is his son, who sounds just like he did at that age. Crazy.
Amazing. How they can even, they should have had to do a little.
I don't know what to say. My question is, what are they going to do about Optimus Prime? Because that guy's dead too.
Well, Val Kilmer's not dead.
Well, okay. Okay, sorry, not dead.
Yeah.
But
what are you looking at now? What are you looking at now?
The voice of Optimus Prime, Peter Cullen, who's done the voice of Optimus Prime among many, many others since the dawn of time. Okay.
Autobots, roll up!
I can't even do it. Most famous voice actor of all time, Peter Cullen, is dead. So,
well, that's no good.
Or has been. He's been dead for a while. A couple of years, right? Peter Cullen? Anyway.
Yeah, but just let you know.
When did Peter Cullen die?
A lot of other people died. A lot of people died. A lot of people died today.
Not today. He didn't die today.
Okay, well, people die.
Every day.
Yeah. There's a lot of.
Like, here's something to think about. Here's something to think about. In all the years in all the world, this very spot that Feed the Dog Studios is on, because we are in Feed the Dog Studio.
Tax write-off.
Perhaps. Hey. I doubt it, but anyway.
People have died in your apartment?
No. I'm saying through all time. Through all time.
Uh-huh.
There's places everywhere that something died.
Oh. Something died on this counter.
Whoa!
No, not on the counter, man. On the ground.
On the ground.
Like in the billions of years, man.
Craziness.
You think? That's possible, no?
I mean, that's kind of an abstract philosophical concept.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly where I was going.
But that's pretty vague.
How's it vague?
I mean,
the possibilities. Before they built this house,
sure. Somebody
400 years ago.
Are you talking about somebody or just something? Because something.
Well, I don't know. I mean, of course, if you narrow it down, there's less of a probability.
So somebody died here 1,000 years ago, right on the spot.
Right on this very spot.
Maybe it was Mr. Keswick, and that's why they named the court after him.
Could be true.
Could be true. You don't know.
Could be true.
Although it's probably named after a guy who bought the property and decided to put housing here. You know how they name all the streets after their kids and shit.
I'm just saying. What's the probability?
Okay. Well, who died at Jimmy's apartment 1,000 years ago?
That's not what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. I'm just saying it's a little too broad to conceptualize.
Sure. Fair enough. I wasn't challenging that. You're going on this.
I was talking about people who don't speak anymore. Peter Cullen.
I thought Peter Cullen was dead, and Val Kilmer.
He is,
but Val Kilmer's the one that can't speak.
Val Kilmer can't speak anymore, but neither can Peter Cullen because he's dead.
That's a fair statement,
right?
That's a fair statement.
All right, that's good. We're laughing over here.
See, that's what I'm saying. And like Val Kilmer, nobody could replace Peter Cullen.
Fair enough.
They would have to do some kind of funky modulation. It's almost as sad as when Optimus Prime actually died. Remember when Optimus Prime died?
Hell yeah, I do.
I don't.
Here. And he had to give his spark to Rodimus.
To Rodimus?
Rodimus Prime. The Transformers the movie.
I'm not a good pop culture.
You should
guy
watch more movies.
I should.
We gotta do something about your pop culture reference drawer.
Yeah. I'm not going to dispute that. I won't.
I mean, not to say that mine and Tim's obviously are very deep or very broad.
Let's see. Here's part of the difference, man. I don't think it's geographical. I really don't. I think it's more what's happening in the house. Your dad.
How would it be geographical?
I'm saying I don't think it's geographical. What I'm saying is,
but how would it be geographical?
You brought it up earlier.
Oh,
me from New York, you versus from here and there because of your dad in the military.
Yeah, I think I was pointing the finger.
But this conversation is spontaneous, guys. What are you talking about?
Well, no, but this was part of.
We're coming back around because we're
coming back around, and we stopped because I wanted.
We were talking about this earlier.
We did bring this up earlier, yeah, but we didn't go this far because once we brought up the geographical part, we stopped it. So now,
I think I was more referring to nothing to when you say geographical, and I said, well, I think maybe that's a Brooklyn thing.
I don't think so.
I think I was referring to more like nothing happens outside the neighborhood. Like you got your neighborhood from this block.
I understand that.
From this block to this block, and nothing of any real importance happens outside that.
I understand that part, but
that could be a little grander too.
I lived in upstate New York as well, and what I think it is I think it's more of what's happening in your house. Like there's people that watch MASH and love MASH. MASH was never run in my house, and I don't like MASH.
Really?
Yeah, it was. My neighbors would watch it. I'd be over there, and I'm like, yeah, this kind of sucks. I watched Get Smart, but I wasn't a big fan of Get Smart.
I wasn't a big fan of Get Smart either.
Excuse me, but like
Wasn't
the
really
Honeymooners,
on.
I love them. My parents watched the Honeymooners.
Yeah, okay. See, I remember watching MASH. See, I remember seeing MASH, but not actually watching it, and then going back later in life when all the stuff comes on, Nick at Night and so on, when they started doing reruns and shit on TV, and I'd watch the whole show. And MASH, I developed an appreciation for it until that, like towards the end, where they started letting Alan Alda direct.
Yeah, no, MASH don't do it for me, man. MASH don't do it for me at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Although
And there
Alan
was-
Aldrin, hilarious. Or Alan
Alan
Alda.
Alda,
Alan Alda, hilarious.
funny guy, but when
Funny
he,
guy.
but
Yeah, shouldn't direct.
smart guy, shouldn't direct. When he was, getting all protesty and preachy.
Well, I don't know. I think it's.
Cartoons, you didn't watch cartoons when you were a kid?
Oh yeah, Hanna-Barbera.
Okay.
Catch That Pigeon, Dastardly and Muttley, Hong Kong Phooey.
Sure.
I love that stuff, but I also watch like Woody Woodpecker and Bugs Bunny.
Okay, so there you go. Now you just have to develop a slightly broader understanding of the material.
But I think another key is there was a 6 or 7 year span,
Okay.
where I didn't watch hardly any TV. I mean, all I watched was like I'd go to a movie.
Uh-huh.
I didn't sit and watch TV. That was a while
What kind of
ago.
movies did you go see back in the day?
And even now, I don't go see a lot of.
Right, but back in the day when you were going to
I
see
don't recall the movies I would go see. I would just go with people to go see a movie.
Did you have cable? HBO?
I didn't have anything.
When HBO
I didn't have
became a
anything.
thing? Okay.
Oh, when HBO became, I was a cable guy. Yeah.
So you had HBO.
Excuse me. Yeah, as a kid. As a kid, in my mid 20s ish.
Okay.
Till
This would have been in the very late 80s. Right? Or no, I'm sorry.
This would have been
early
in
90s.
Early 90s.
Right, okay. So in the mid to late 80s you didn't have access to cable television or HBO?
By choice.
Okay.
By choice, I didn't watch
didn't.
TV. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I'd just go to watch a football game. I would watch fights. I had antenna.
So we watched a lot of stuff on HBO.
Oh yeah,
When we
go
were
on
younger.
TV.
That's where we got most of our. And actually, during the first part of the thing that happened, where everybody had to stay home, and then they never got to leave their house again for years. Remember that?
Yeah, I
That
do.
thing? Remember that thing?
I do.
And children didn't go to school for some reason. I actually started a class with my kids called Pop Culture History. Just for the hell of it, because, I mean, everything was closed for,
Well, there you go.
for whatever reason. Couldn't go anywhere.
There you go.
Couldn't do anything. And so I started educating them on the history of pop culture as I knew it. So, of course, we start with movies. First one we watched was Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Of course.
See, now I know that one. I know that.
But it wasn't really
Shut up.
yeah, it wasn't really chronological, because had I wanted to start at the beginning, I would have gone further back.
Well, when you're bringing newbies into something like this, you gotta hook them with something.
Hold
good.
on. There's a pre-Ferris Bueller's Day Off that belongs.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
For the 80s?
Oh sure.
Yeah.
There's pre Ferris Bueller, but
About Ferris Bueller.
No.
But see, here's the thing. See, there's a lot of
hold on.
a lot of references that you use a lot that came from these things that you don't know. That if you didn't know, it's just a thing that you say. Like I think the thing that I was pointing out with Ferris Bueller was fourth wall breaks, because the movie's full of fourth wall breaks.
Yeah.
Right? So, and that wasn't really a thing early on until
And for those of you that don't know what a fourth wall break is, this is what it is.
this right here. This is the fourth wall. So we have a wall over here that you sometimes see, and a wall back here that you always see, and a wall over here that you sometimes see. And right here is an imaginary fourth wall. And
So-
if you were not involved, and we're having a conversation, and we're talking, I could pull away and do a fourth wall, but he wouldn't know.
But I want to do it too.
Oh, well, we couldn't both do a fourth wall break.
Correct.
That'd be like
But-
8 walls.
Wow, we just blew something up.
Anyway,
We just broke the internet again.
you see these things. You see these things come up now in movies and so forth, so on and so forth, and referred to. And I thought it would be fun to show them where these things came from, like the fourth wall. This weekend, as a matter of fact, I was in the basement with the youngest one, Rowan, right? And she said to me, out of the blue, she was all freaking hyped up and energetic.
Candy?
And she went, it might have been some candy in there. Well, I don't know, maybe heroin. I don't know. Anyway.
Little smack.
She's jumping around, and she said, or what did she say? I want there to be a combination of martial arts and gymnastics. Yeah. So what did I bring up? Look at Tim over here nodding his head.
Wouldn't that be parkour?
You'd think it'd be parkour, but not really, because it's not martial arts.
Parkour wasn't around yet.
There was no parkour.
Because they don't know what to call it.
Parkour. I know exactly where you're going, Sid.
Yeah. So I told her, like, there was.
Parkour.
There was a movie. There was a movie. It was
Parkour.
called. No, it was called Jim Kata.
Jim Cotta was Yep.
Yep. Back in the 80s.
I thought Jim Cotta was
the guy that runs the deli down at the corner.
No.
Now correct me if I'm wrong, Jim. Is it Jim Cotta or Jim Kana?
No.
Jim Cotta.
Hold on, time out. What I'm trying to say, maybe it's Jim Kana with the cars drifting. Ken Block, legend, passed away today. This week, not today. Passed away this week in a snowmobile accident. He was like, is it Jim Kana?
Okay, speaking, we're talking about stuff that crazy happened. Everybody know that Hawkeye right now is in the hospital, right?
Same day or somewhere around the same day, he got ran over by a snow machine.
His own snow machine, yeah.
Trying to pull out some.
Jeremy Reiner.
He was a Hurt Locker.
Yeah.
Ran over himself with a snowmobile?
Yeah,
no, not a snowmobile, like a plow machine.
He lives.
He's
in a
fucked up
place
pretty
where
bad, too.
It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and he has this gigantic tractor plow machine. And while doing maintenance on it or something like that, something went wrong, and he's in critical condition. Blah blah blah.
No, he was trying to pull somebody out. I think is what I heard.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
And he's boogered up pretty bad.
He's boogered up
guess,
real bad.
And then again, Ken Block.
Best wishes for a speedy recovery, then, Mr. Jeremy Reiner.
He's in the Hurt Locker.
That's a rough situation.
Yeah, and then Ken Block, man, passed away. Ken Block. I think it's Jim Kana. I think that's the difference between Kata and Kana.
Well, this is one word. Jim Kata.
I don't know what this is, man.
Yeah. Jim Kata.
I'm not gonna.
Was a movie. Let's see. The movie was released.
Jim Kata. Yeah. See, this one is Jim Kana, man.
Okay. I was speaking of Jim Kata.
Okay. Well, that's a fair mistake.
Martial arts film. What the hell is that?
The hell?
Somebody dying back there?
Yeah. You got somebody in your room?
Was that? That was Max.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. We'll deal with that later.
Yes, we will.
Oh shit.
So yeah, Jim Kata was a martial arts film back in the 80s, which they were very big. And they were martial arts films were very. There was a lot of like new martial arts stars that come out in this one in particular. Sorry, Kurt Thomas.
What's in your throat, man?
Thomas. So Jim Kata was the discipline and timing of gymnastics and the explosive power of karate. Karate. Combined, and a new martial arts superstar is born. Jim Kata. Rowan wanted to know if that was the guy's name too.
Jim Kata?
His name Jim Kata. No, not Jim Kata.
Yes, please. How you doing, Max?
But she had issues with the film being a poorly made.
Like they have like a giant iron horse right in the center of town, just
yes,
so it could.
She did say that. She's like, why is there a? So at one point,
Okay, and just so everyone knows, we're talking about horse as in the gymnastic tool with those two handle things, right?
The pommel horse thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Just so everybody knows, we're talking about actual.
So at a certain point in the film, he's in a town filled with...
People just keep on running up to him, too.
They're filled with... Well, they're crazy people. They're crazy people. But they're crazy people. Yeah. So if you've ever seen the film, you've never seen, obviously.
Because I have a very shallow...
Right.
Oh, you're not missing much, Jimmy.
He's in the... Oh, it's a great
movie.
movie.
I want one more thing.
Yeah.
Would this be pop culture, or would this be like a subculture? It's got to be like
classics.
It's got to be like a B-rated movie, no?
Well, yeah.
Well, now B-movie doesn't mean bad, just so you know.
I understand that. Aficionado.
I don't want to get into that whole thing.
Are we going to go
straight to TV movie?
I don't think so. I think it had a...
It was not theater.
It had a theatrical release.
Did it really?
Yeah. Anyway, he has to go and fight this tournament. It's called The Game.
Game. That's right.
Yeah. So, and at one point during The Game, he's in this town of the village. It's called the village of the...
I have no idea.
I got no idea either.
It's full of crazy, insane people that are like cannibals and shit like that. And he has to fight a whole bunch of them. So he gets cornered, right? He's in the middle of town, and all of a sudden, in the center of town is a pommel horse. It's made out of concrete, but people are like, ooh. It's made out of concrete, so it's been there forever. But for some reason, it's got two rings on top of it.
It's perfectly formed to be a horse.
Oh my god, how convenient! So up on the horse he goes, and as he's spinning around doing his pommel horse thing, he's kicking people.
And they just keep on running.
They just keep coming to him, and they keep kicking him, because that's what you do in gym kata. I don't know how it works.
It's only effective if people just keep on charging you one at a time.
Right? Ron says at one point, how's he doing that with jeans on?
Action jeans!
Action jeans.
Action.
Do you remember Action Jeans?
I don't.
I remember Action.
Do you know what Action Jeans are?
Action Jeans were a thing.
Action Jeans. So Action Jeans, late 70s. Chuck Norris, the Chuck Norris, not Chuck Norris from not Charlie Norris from down the block, the one and only, the Chuck Norris. Yes. You know Chuck Norris was once bit by a snake, and after days of agony, the snake died. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh god.
Hey, did you know that Chuck Norris doesn't do a push-up? He pushes the earth down.
Yeah. I've heard it said that Chuck Norris's tears cure cancer.
I was just going to say that.
Chuck Norris never cries.
You're from New York, Brooklyn, whatever, Jimmy. You know there used to be a street named after Chuck Norris in New York, right? But they had to change it because no one crosses Chuck Norris.
What, you got one?
Chuck Norris peed in the truck gas tank that turned into Optimus Prime.
There you go.
There you go. That's good.
Woo! Callback. Judd with the callback.
Wow.
Oh, that's right. We were talking about...
So anyway, Chuck Norris endorsed a product
Nice work.
known as Action Jeans.
And I don't know about, is this true? Can you Google, not the Optimus Prime.
Google Action Jeans. Find it. I guarantee you this is true. This is not a could be true. This is 100%
Is
fact.
this one of Sid's? It could be true.
Could be true.
Spandex in it, because I don't know about you guys. I love to find...
There you go.
kids
Action
with
Jeans.
just a little bit of spandex in
Yeah,
it.
they had...
Oh, they're like blown out crotches.
They were stretchy, but they were still jeans, and they fit like cowboy Wranglers. You know how like camel, like moose knuckle and ass cracking, but they were stretchy so that Chuck Norris could do those super high kicks that he did. There were even, look it up again, Action Shorts. Find that ad. Action Shorts.
Did they have like that diamond in
No,
the gusset?
No, they were just stretchy.
The crotch wasn't
No,
gusset.
there was no gusset. It was just
Because gusset is the official name.
that's Duluth Trading Company.
Yeah.
Put the
Not a
gusseted-
sponsor.
The gusseted thing in there. Did you find it? Action Shorts!
Oh my god, look at him fucking.
Cowboy boots and all.
There's a scene.
Yep. 100% true. Action shorts.
Oh my God.
The Chuck Norris.
Unbelievable.
We watched Chuck Norris movies too during the pop culture history class.
Really? Mm-hmm. So at the end of the, did you guys pass?
Well, they passed. All they had to do was pay attention.
Was it a real course?
It was something I made up to, like, pass time because nobody.
Oh, this wasn't an online thing.
No.
No, I'm gonna be home with all your kids all day. I might as well teach you something.
No, I mean, my work never shut down during that period of time when, you know.
Neither mine.
But,
Yep, me neither.
but, right. But they were home, right?
We were essential.
Yeah. Well, they were home, and they were bored, and nobody could go anywhere. Everything was, you know, nothing.
Yeah, the world.
So I started making up shit to do, and one of the things I made up to do, because I didn't want to actually do stuff, was watch old movies. And I invited them to come and watch old movies with me, and we called it it turned into a class, and I called it Pop Culture.
You quizzed them on each movie?
Yes. Matter of fact, I did. I gave them, again, like I mentioned, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Gave them things to look for, and then they had to remember things. Now we didn't go deep, like, you know, we never watched Fast Times at Ridgemont High, which would have been like
Explorers.
Explorers was in there.
They would love that movie.
Yeah, we watched it.
Okay.
Yep. Skeet Ulrich, River Phoenix, and the other guy who never did anything with his life, and Richard Picardo. You know who Richard Picardo is? You know who Richard Picardo is?
That's right. No, I don't.
Played the alien.
Sorry, Doctor.
Yeah, Whack. He also currently last thing
Maggie Muggle Bones on Legend.
Yes.
Yep.
In Legend. You would probably know him as the Doctor from Voyager from Star Trek Voyager.
Okay.
That's Richard Picardo. The guy is just like Inner Space. He played the cowboy in Inner Space.
Okay.
Hey, Big Jack, don't knock, just come in.
That's right.
Yeah, he was the cowboy.
Right.
Yeah, Richard Picardo. I think that's how you pronounce his name.
When camera guy Judd and I watch TV, we always go for continuity.
Okay.
I always look for continuity.
Okay.
But we never had a class.
Well, we didn't bring up continuity. It was more about
HBO. It was HBO. That's plain and simple. It was always on, and there was always something on HBO.
Right, and because a lot of movies weren't, because at that time it was just HBO, and
where are the pretzels, man?
I don't know, I think you ate them all again. There wasn't a lot of stuff on HBO. They only had like 6 or 7 movies that they would like play in a continuous loop.
Really?
The early days of the very early days of HBO, because of course nothing was.
What do you mean the early? What do you mean the early? Wait, hold on. Hold on, I missed something here.
What's that?
I thought we were talking about your
we
pop
were,
culture.
but
So what the fuck are you going back to the early days of HBO?
We were, but he brought up HBO again.
But then you brought up the olden days. I mean, I'm just.
Yeah, we got sidetracked. And
yeah, you did.
Yeah. Okay. So I would give them things to not only actors that would reappear over and over, but actors that would play similar characters over and over, like Molly Ringwald would kind of play, like even between the big ones. Okay, so you take the big Molly Ringwald movies, Pretty in Pink, 16 Candles, even Breakfast Club. While there's
even Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club is not a Molly Ringwald movie. Breakfast Club is, well, it's a John Hughes film, but so were the other ones. But the other ones...
Is she in St. Elmo's Fire?
No, she was not in St. Elmo's Fire. That was the rest of the Brat Pack was in St. Elmo's Fire. But... And St. Elmo's Fire, I would almost say, started to signal the end of the Brat Pack era, because not only were they older and moving into their adult lives in the movie...
The Friends came in. The show.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
No?
I wouldn't
Too much of a leap?
I wouldn't draw that line. But they were getting too old to play kids anymore.
We were,
You know what I mean?
we were talking about that today. We were watching. You know what we watched today?
What's that?
Grease. And all the characters in Grease are old.
You mean the actors?
Yes.
Were old when they were playing teenagers.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Sure.
Judd was like, what? He didn't, and
What are you talking about? They all look like teenagers.
Yeah.
nothing, but why back then
Did they not
they
not
used
get you?
older people to take high school parts?
They-
Kids suck.
They still do. I mean,
No, okay, maybe I'm not explaining it right, but it was so obvious.
okay.
Not at the time.
No.
No, not at the time. And until he brought it up, it never really clicked. To me, it was just a character. I don't see
Well, they still
the
do that.
razor burn and you know, I mean, it's, you know.
Well, they still do that. I mean,
Well, no, I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying it's a little bit more.
they were obviously not teenagers.
Correct.
Okay. I get it. You know what I noticed today? You talking about getting older. I watch a lot of classic television on Pluto. Today I was watching Family Ties, and it was Alex's birthday, Michael J. Fox. Still, and he's just this punk kid. But you know what I noticed that I never noticed before and would not have noticed before? Because now I'm a much older person than I was when I was watching it the first time. Alex's mom is hot.
Oh, I've always known she was hot.
Dude,
I've always felt that.
Mrs. Keaton is a MILF.
Oh, with a capital M.
Yeah.
Capital I.
I mean, back in the day, I kind of had a thing for Justine Bateman.
I gotta look her up right now.
Did you ever see her
What's name
movie?
again?
Satisfaction.
The one that they renamed like 3 times, depending on where you saw it.
Did they rename
That movie had like 3 names. There was like Girls of Summer, Satisfaction, and then there was another like something having to do with summer.
It was all the same flick.
And it was the same movie. They just like, for some reason, that'd be one of those things I'd have to research, but
It could be true.
could be true.
Welcome to the segment. It could be
The
true.
movie had
Or
like,
is Sid talking shit?
the movie had like, somebody look it up. The movie had like 3 names that they kept changing. Yeah, it was her and her girlfriends in a van, and they go out to the beach.
Yeah. And they play in a band, and there's one guy. He's kind of like a fucking, kind of like keeps to himself shit.
Yeah.
We're gonna shut this
Satisfaction.
down. I'm out of pretzels.
Well, maybe you should just get pretzels.
Did they make Gardetto pretzels? Gardetto?
Well, I mean, probably. I don't think so. I think Gardetto's is a, if you.
I want to beg a
If
just
this was
pretzels.
just pretzels in here, then it wouldn't be Gardetto's. It would just be pretzels.
Yeah, but I got the dots earlier. They're too
Yeah.
buttery. I don't like them.
So get a different kind of dots. They make different flavors,
I want Gardetto pretzels.
Oh, like Gardetto brand pretzels.
The shit they put on it, pretzels.
The pretzels that go into Gardetto's.
Yes.
I don't think there's anything special about those. I think they're just pretzels. I think it's
I
the seasoning that they mix in with
Well-
all of this stuff.
Duh.
So what you really want is Gardetto seasoning
On my pretzels.
on your pretzels.
Yeah. You don't have to think they're fantastic. I think they're fucking great. I like
You
it.
don't like Dots pretzels?
Too buttery.
So you want like the hard, dry, hard pretzels.
Yeah. Well, like a bold. We were talking about getting the Chex Mix, not a sponsor. We were talking about getting the Chex Mix today.
Yeah, I don't
And-
care for Chex Mix.
That's what Judge said.
It's the Chex.
I think the Chex are good, but he said the bold is.
I like
What'd you
chips.
say about the bold? It's too bold.
It's like way too bold.
It's all about
garlic.
Yeah. It's all about the It's like flavored for people who have no taste buds. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, and I get it.
It's
But
too
I
bold.
like a bold flavor, and I think the pretzels. Fuck.
Yeah, but the pretzels aren't flavored. The pretzels the pretzels themselves are not flavored. It's the flavoring that they put on the whole mix.
Well, I appreciate that you try to sound smart, but I understand that.
I'm
part.
telling you.
I understand that. I completely. I'm with you 100%.
So what you need to find then is Gardetto seasoning.
Or Gardetto needs to bag because they bag just these.
Let's see.
Hold on. They make just these. Look at me.
What's that?
They make just these. They sell a bag of just these. And I forget, John, what are these called, buddy?
Bagel chips. Oh no, rye chips.
Rye chips?
Garlic chips.
Can you Google it just to confirm?
It's garlic. I know for a fact it's garlic.
Now, I don't mind these,
Yeah.
but I like the pretzels the best. And it could be the bow tie ones or whatever you want to call them. Or it can be the sticks.
Garlic rye chips.
Roasted?
Garlic rye chips.
Look at that.
Garlic
You can't
chips.
get just the pretzels.
Can you?
Let me see
No, that's
here.
Snyder's, man.
Right here. Oh no, there you can get just the rye chips.
I've said that.
Yep. And there's the Gardettos.
Can you get the Gardetto seasoning? Because that's where the money is. A little more in there.
Well, you can get a recipe for it. Make it yourself.
Sure,
Homemade Gardetto seasoning.
sure. And then I'll get some pretzel sticks and throw it on there. We think this tastes like on potato chips. What's your favorite kind of potato chip, man? I'm a fan. I got my favorite flavors, but I gotta be honest.
Do you remember when?
Basic potato chip?
Yeah.
Basic. Just
That's the best.
fuck.
Yeah,
Like
flat.
a big.
Not a ruffle.
No ridged. I mean, ridges are fine if you got dip.
But only like the first
you got
10
dip.
minutes after you open the bag.
Ridges are fine if you got dip.
Ridges are fine.
No. Plain fucking and ruffles are great.
That's what I'm saying. If you have a dip because you need something with a little more structural integrity. If you take a plain old Lay's bag of potato chips, which would be my favorite, like good old fashioned
This
Lay's,
is just Lay's.
just Lay's potato chips.
Yep.
A little too greasy for me.
No, that's Jay's, but Jay's are way too salty as well. But
I like a salty chip.
not greasy.
No.
Right. See, I like Lay's potato chips, but they're not structurally sound enough to handle dipping.
No, and that's what. But you know
But
what?
that's
you know
when you need ridges
Do you dip
or ruffled.
or do you scoop? Because there's a difference. I'm
there
a
is.
dipper. I'm a dipper.
Okay.
And you
okay.
can dip a Lay's chip. You
Okay.
can dip a thin
got me
Wise
there.
chip. Yeah,
You got me.
You're fucking right.
You
Because
fucking
I
got
know
me.
food.
Yeah, you got me. I must say that I am a scooper.
I'm a dipper.
But I will say that if you have wavy and you dip, once again, better dip coverage.
Oh, that's just you know, man. Look,
Maybe you go with the dip and twist.
they'll snap any chip.
Not always. Not a nice
Of
ruffled
course it will.
chip.
Of course it will. They're not that structurally.
Not a full twist. I'm talking about like a 1/8 twist. The dip and twist.
No.
Yeah, because you get enough dip on the chip that you don't have to double dip, which of
I
course
would
we
like
all know.
everybody. I would like everybody to dip and twist.
Dip and twist. Just like
Just-
one click.
And
Go from like 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock.
And when you got a broken chip buried inside your dip because you gave it a little twist,
That's too much twist. Then you gave it too much twist. There's a
No, man,
technique involved.
just
You can't go from 12 o'clock
First
to
of all,
3 o'clock.
my fair opinion dictates that there's technique in everything you do. Even talk shit. You can't dip a fucking chip in any kind of dip unless you're dipping it in water. Because
what about kettle cooked chips?
kettle
Those fuckers are hard.
but kettle cooked chips, you can dip and because they're so fucking jacked up.
Talk about dip and twist.
Dip and twist
Maybe
is
even a scoop.
scoop is.
Fritos, you can dip and scoop Fritos.
We're talking
I'm a
potato
scooper.
chips.
I'll say I'm a scooper.
You're a scooper.
That's
I'm
fair.
a scooper.
So
You're
you're
a
saying that
scooper. I'm
Fritos
a
aren't
dipper.
chips?
But I do agree with.
I even said
when you
that.
have something
No,
like
no,
a
no, no,
Lay's
don't
You just
fucking-
said we were talking about chips, not Fritos.
Yeah, we're talking potato chips.
Potato chips. Okay. All right.
Potato chips.
Not corn chips.
Hey, we're talking chips.
What about Pringles?
Pringles are dust.
Pringles aren't. You know they're not.
Pringles are awesome.
They're not chips.
No, they're like spun or fucking chopped up.
Yeah, they're
and,
basically like mashed potato flakes.
Yeah.
Crushed into.
I don't got a problem with
That's
that.
why it says crisp. It's a potato crisp.
I don't got a problem with that. But. Can't scoop them.
No,
You can't do that bullshit twist with them.
That's
either.
why they flavor them.
That twisting, that's a myth, man. You can't fucking twist any chip.
It's not a full twist though.
I don't give a fuck how
It's not like you're cranking it to 11.
No.
You're beep. Just
You can't even crank it to little 4.
You know, it may have to do with the viscosity of the dip as well.
The viscosity of the dip will always have a...
Because if you're in like some room temperature French onion,
Then you gotta get past the water on
you gotta give a little mix first. But if you got like a room temperature Dean's French onion, which is not much, it's basically sour
There's not
cream.
much there. Okay, so
So
fine.
then
So
you can
fine
put-
with that.
But if you got like a hardcore sour
But
cream,
I don't think you can dip. I don't think you can dip-
handmade, homemade French onion dip with like the soup mix and shit.
I don't think you can dip a Wise. I don't think you can dip a Lay's, a dip and twist on the Dean's French onion, the fucking the soupy shit.
We're up here in Wisconsin, so
Yeah,
Dean's,
yeah. We don't get a lot of good stuff up here in Wisconsin.
You gotta make it yourself.
You got it.
Although the
So Lipton onion soup,
Lipton onion soup mix and sour cream,
and then
yeah,
I thought you knew my secret. I put a little horseradish in there.
I can see that, but I don't do
man.
that because my family doesn't dig the horseradish.
And that's fair. A lot of my family don't, but
yeah,
these
you gotta-
bucks over there enjoy
then you-
spicy stuff.
but to make that, you got to really get it good. You got to put it in the fridge overnight so the onions rehydrate.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So you bring it out of the fridge and it's still pretty thick and it's hard. So that would definitely break a chip like all day long. If you do the dip and twist.
That would even break a Frito
Yeah.
if you want to go into that world of chips again. Because I'm not sure where you are right now.
Well, Fritos are a chip. I think Fritos are a chip.
I tend to stay on a subject.
I believe
and then you throw the curveball, and then you throw the curveball at me.
I believe that
and then
Fritos
I'll go with it.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that we're staying on this subject.
Okay.
A Frito would not stand a sour cream and onion dip, Lipton and sour cream and onion dip. Now let me finish. Don't be bug-eyeing me. I don't believe in the fridge. One single solitary Frito, not the scoop.
Okay.
But
Clearly not the scoop.
A single solitary Frito.
Sure.
Standard Frito.
Sure.
Standard Frito.
Yeah.
Now they are skinny, so you can find a weak spot. I'll give you that.
But
I'll give you
they're
that.
also arced.
But they're also scooped. So, with that being said, you keep a sour cream and onion with Lipton soup mix and sour cream in the fridge
overnight.
overnight.
Yeah.
Okay? Then the next day,
Dip a Frito in it.
dip a Frito and twist
scoop
it.
a Frito, not dip, because we've
So
established.
you know, you changed it on me.
No,
'cause
but
I thought we were dipping
dip and twist.
and twisting.
Right, or scooping. Because
No,
we've established that any chip can handle a dip, like a straight in, straight out dip.
You know what?
It's the dip and twist.
Because I believe in what I believe. I will take a 60-40, $5, $10, 60-40,
Yeah.
that a Frito in a sour cream and onion dip overnight, Lipton soup
And a
mix,
standard Frito will
and
not.
a standard
take,
Frito.
will not take.
If you were to scoop it like a fucking,
I'd give you odds on that.
well, okay. How are you dipping it, man? Because I mean, are you just gonna like hold the chip on the end, stick it in, and scoop?
You're
gonna
talking
step
about like the
on
one flick dip,
Yeah, man.
not like a full-on sweeping scoop.
If you're like the plane's coming in for the
sure,
landing,
like a full-on sweeping scoop.
I believe you'll snap.
I don't think it would,
think
but
you'll
I also
snap.
think it would clearly stand up to the one flick dip, where you
think
just
it'll snap.
in flick.
I think it'll snap.
No way.
I think it'll snap.
No way. Not Frito. Those freaking
Where are you?
things- Not only are those things thicker than fucking grandma's toenails,
Structurally sound.
they're shaped pretty much the same too.
Dude.
Yeah.
You know,
No, I don't think it'll. I
Frito
don't
toast.
think it'll work. I don't think it'll work.
All right, I'm gonna make some French onion, Lipton French onion dip.
Then you got to make
Next
it
week.
Saturday
Yeah,
at 7 p.m.
sure. And it will stay refrigerated until Sunday. whatever I don't eat, because I'll make a big thing.
Post photos or it doesn't count.
No, bring it. We'll do it. I'll bring some Fritos.
But you gotta bring photos that you made.
Right fucking here.
You gotta bring photos that you made.
It'll still be in the tub.
You gotta bring photos.
I don't have to prove that I made the dip. Of course you do. I'm gonna get a tub of Daisy and a package of French onion soup mix, and I'm gonna mix them together. And in the container of Daisy, I'm gonna bring. Go look. Is this Daisy sour cream? No, it's French onion soup mix dip.
You gotta prove that you made it 24 hours before.
What if I just bring you the packaging? Would that be sufficient?
I want photographs that it's made 24 hours prior.
Okay.
I want photographs.
All right, I'll date it.
Pictures of it ain't true.
Okay. So
now, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
That you're not making two batches.
Why would I make 2 batches?
One 24 hours before and put it in the fridge. Or the second one, you make 3 minutes before you leave and keep it on your dashboard with the heat running.
No. Well, you'd know. I wouldn't even eat it then.
This isn't about eating it.
Okay.
This is about winning the stick and flip.
But this is about the viscosity of the dip.
Yeah.
Or the structural integrity of a Frito.
Yeah, what your refrigerator's set at.
Okay. Well, probably 7.
7?
It's set cold enough that if you put something in the back, it freezes. There's probably like 3 jars of frozen pickles back there.
Frozen pickles?
Yeah, well, you put them...
Hold on, time out. I just thought it right away. That's a summertime delicacy.
Put them too far back in the fridge with like the 1 pickle in there.
So the vinegar and everything freezes?
And they get all slushy.
And you gotta pull it out?
Pretty much, yeah. It's not so much the vinegar that freezes as the pickle.
I wonder if that could be a
summer thing.
A summertime
Frozen
thing.
pickle on a stick.
Frozen pickle on a stick.
They get kind of wilty. You'd have to use like a whole pickle. Not
What if
like
you flash freeze it?
No, I don't know what that would taste like.
I don't know either.
I don't know either.
Have you tried it?
Frozen pickle? Yes, but only because there were no other pickles in the fridge and they were in the back frozen.
I don't think that's entirely a bad thing.
No, it still tasted like a pickle.
A good pickle, I'm sure.
We're empty.
We've been empty, man. We gotta get a
Bigger bottles. Maybe we should wrap it. You want to go out on a joke?
Looks like Max swallowed a sneaker. Look at that.
Hey, he almost caught that one.
He had all the slobber. He couldn't really.
Want to go out on a joke?
The fact that your Fritos are gonna stand up to 24 hours of refrigerated sour cream.
They will. I'll show you. I'll prove it to you.
Okay.
Do you remember when Cheetos made bags of just the dust?
No.
So you eat a bag of Cheetos and you get like a regular Cheeto, like good, but there's also like those like little booger Cheetos.
Okay.
And those are like at the bottom of the bag, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? And they're good, and you like that. For a bit, they made like a product that was just those.
Just the dust.
It wasn't even the dust, it was the little bits that collect at the bottom of the bag.
Is that the joke?
No, I just remembered that.
Is it fact?
Well, when you start out a sentence, hey, do you want to hear a joke?
He's all over the fucking board, isn't he? He's all over the place. I'm trying to follow along with this guy. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Okay,
God damn it.
All right, I'll tell you.
I think I hang in there pretty fucking well, man.
Your mother died. Okay.
That's what I do. I'm a madman. You can't keep up with me.
Fucking madman. I don't think you
come over here talking about Fritos.
I don't think you keep up with yourself.
I got a joke for you.
I don't think you keep up with yourself. I think it's so fuck, man. It's wild.
You need to get back on my meds.
Yeah, man.
So, joke.
Joke.
Want a joke? I'll give you a joke.
Hold on.
What?
Give me a fucking joke.
Are you really telling me a joke?
Two Vegas. Nobody knows what that means.
Check out our page.
Nobody knows what that means.
There's this meme going on. Is that a meme?
No, I don't know what it is.
It's a self-defense instructional video.
It's on the page. You don't explain it. It won't be funny if you explain it.
I'm done explaining it.
All right. So
you got a joke.
I got a joke for you.
And this is a joke.
Here's a joke for you. Okay, you ready?
How do you make an egg roll?
Push it.
You're a dick. See, what a fucking asshole this guy is.
What's
Come on, wrap it up, man.
what's red and bad for your teeth?
I don't know. Oh,
A brick.
a brick.
Tim, play us out.
Get us out of here, man. This is turning into a crazy session.
Have a good week, everybody.
Thank you for number 23. We appreciate you guys.